Hey guys, it's BudgetBunny here with some of my favorite rabbit reads. One of the things that I love to do besides reading is research. When I'm interested in something, I need to know everything about it. So that's where these books come in. So the first book I wanted to talk to you about is Rabbits for Dummies. This book is the #1 recommended book I have for rabbits. I absolutely love this book. Not only is it humorous, so it's not a dry read, but it literally goes through every stage of your rabbit's life, how to deal with all of that, and anything that you would ever need to know about rabbits is pretty much in this book. It's got some illustrations in the middle here, which is one of my favorite parts. Who doesn't like looking at cute rabbits? But it also starts off with a whole section on bringing home your rabbit. Is your rabbit the right pet for you? Some things to consider. Different breeds of rabbits. You know, what they eat. Where to get your rabbit. How to house your rabbit. It's also got a great section on vegetables and fruits that you can feed them, what kind of quantities to feed them, what to avoid, going to the vets, transporting your rabbit, and my favorite section is the health and care, where it tells you how to care for your rabbit, deal with different health issues such as obesity, also what happens when your rabbit gets older and what to expect. It's also got whole different areas on the importance of exercise. There's some breeding stuff in here. I don't really recommend breeding, so I tend to kind of skip that part. But yes, my favorite section is kind of the health section, because generally when I notice something odd in my rabbit, I'm running to this book to figure out what it could possibly be based on the symptoms. And that's probably my favorite thing about this book. Also, it's good to have a book like this on hand that you've already read, because I find it helps me to panic less. So if something happened that I deemed to be an emergency, usually what'll happen is I'll recognize a symptom as something I've read about before in a book like this or this book, so I can easily use it as a reference to remind myself, oh yeah, so most likely it's like this, I should seek veterinary care, or this is how to treat it, etc. So I definitely recommend this book to all rabbit owners. It is by far the best rabbit book I have ever read. My second favorite book is by Monika Wegler. It's called My Dwarf Rabbit. Now I realize not all of you will have dwarf rabbits. I just happen to have dwarfs, and I don't find that this book had, it didn't really have any information that was new compared to Rabbits for Dummies. I had read Rabbits for Dummies first, but Monika Wegler is a great photographer, and one of my favorite things about this book is how it's fully illustrated with the cutest pictures of little rabbits everywhere. And I do love her illustrations too, because, for instance, here's some plants that rabbits can nibble on, and I like her full illustrations because sometimes the name of a plant isn't going to mean anything to me, but when I see what it looks like, then I can register, oh yeah, I know what that is. I don't know how well you can see that, but it's two little bunnies nibbling on some grass. My other favorite thing about this book is the fact that it's got some great ideas for playtime. This woman is so creative. She actually found a rotted out tree stump, and she hollowed it out and made it a tunnel for her rabbits. She cut up part of a tree and made little log teepees and bridges, and she just got, like, that is quite the, she keeps her rabbits indoors, but that is quite the outside hutch for them to play in. She can even walk in there. This is if you have had playtime on your back porch, if you were in an apartment. This is just playtime in her house. And see, even this one, she's got part of a tree. It's still got branches and leaves for the rabbits to eat out of. So she does have some great ideas for playtime, just being creative. There's that one there too. And again, the pictures, oh my gosh, I just want to squish all these bunnies. So yeah, I mostly found that this was, kind of confirmation of what Rabbits for Dummies said, but I enjoyed it so much just because it's so fully illustrated. As you can see, I tabbed a whole bunch of different pictures because I wanted my husband to build me things like hurdles and stuff that she had used in here, and also kind of important sections. Oh, the other thing I should mention that I like about having multiple books is each book I find has kind of a little different list about vegetables and fruits. So sometimes when I want to go feed my rabbit something, and it's not listed in Rabbits for Dummies as being safe or dangerous, then I pull up this book, and chances are if it's not in one, it's in the other. So that's one thing that I really like about having multiple rabbit books in the house. The next book is just a short read, but it's actually The Relaxed Rabbit Massage for Your Pet Bunny. And I absolutely love this book because I think all animals and people really benefit from massage. And the reason that I honestly never thought about massaging an animal before until we took our first dog to puppy school. And one of the first things we learned was about calming your puppy. And we learned puppy massage, how to massage, how to calm down your dog, increase circulation. One of the other benefits of it is not only relaxation and calming, but also massaging all areas of their body. So like their ears and their feet. Areas that if there's an issue, your vet's going to want to check. That way, if you're not constantly touching those areas on a regular basis, then when it's time to go to the vet, they're going to be totally freaked out. And what we found is that by, constantly massaging our dog's feet and stuff like that, when she cut her foot open on a piece of glass, we were able to get the vet to look at it no problem. So that's one of the main reasons I find massage works, and also just because who doesn't love to be pet and snuggled and and massaged really. And this is kind of, I would say this is like the new age way of petting your rabbit. So it is a great read. It's not very long because most of it is illustrations of how to massage your rabbit, but even looking through these, half of the pictures are her rabbit like completely vegged out because obviously they just love having all this done to them. That's the anatomy part. Oh, here's the picture I was thinking of. Look at that bunny. So that's after a massage. So happy. And the last two are actually magazines that I love. I find these at PetSmart. I think they're both annual magazines, but just be careful because my husband actually has bought, I think it's this one, 2 or 3 years in a row for me at Christmas time, and other than the cover being different, the inside was the exact same content. So I don't know how often they actually changed the magazine. However, if you haven't read it, they are great magazines. Again, they have lots of stuff like taking your rabbit to the vet, games, floor time, choosing litter boxes, choosing hay, feeding a variety of fruits and vegetables. Like this was Rabbit Fun and Games. So these were all different fun games you could play with your rabbits. Not only that, but all of the ads in here are rabbit related. So they've got some great ads on places to buy toys, companies to check out for litter and housing. So I really, really recommend, this is Rabbits USA by the Small Animal Channel. And then this one here is just called Rabbit. And I like this one too. This one was more about the basics. So it was about bonding your rabbits, grooming rabbits, bringing home your rabbit. But either way, both were very beneficial and entertaining. And again, as being a passionate photographer, fully illustrated things like magazines and books really draw my attention and keep me interested. And like, oh my goodness, just so cute. I can't imagine not being a rabbit lover. I just love them so much. So anyways, I hope that helps you out if you're looking for some good resources. I prefer to read. I mean, I do like to check out websites and everything too, but I found there's so much in these books and magazines here that really you'd have a great grasp on being an excellent rabbit owner if you just took the time to read all of them. So hope that helps, guys. Have a good one. Bye.